Greetings, humans. Spinning Mantis here with a special commentary episode. These are going to be my thoughts about Season 4 and competitive and issues I had with it with the Xbox One. This is really only for Xbox One. There were issues on PC too, but I'm primarily going to be talking about this. This is me playing one of the few competitive games I played in Season 4, playing as Symmetra and Orisa. Like one of the few times since Season 1 I played anyone other than Lucio. So, here's some of the issues I had with Xbox One, and it's not just because I'm salty or anything. I think there's some real issues with competitive in Season 4 with the Xbox One. So, when I did my placements, I was actually going with a team of 4, and lost our first couple games. All the games had Bastion, Mercy, and Pharah in it. At that point, Bastion had his super buff, and it got quickly reverted within a week on PC, but we had it for a month or longer on Xbox One. So that's the first thing that kind of ruined Season 4 for me, was the fact that every game I was in had an OP Bastion. Bastion was just like not killable with his huge defensive buff that he got. And these games always had a Mercy who would sometimes pocket Bastion, but also would be pocketing Pharah. Now, it's very interesting. There's a big debate on the Overwatch forums, about whether Pharah is overpowered or not. I don't think she is overpowered personally. I think maybe she's not squishy enough. My solution to Pharah would be to give her 150 hit points like Tracer, so she'd be taken down easier. But again, in my placement matches, even though I was playing with a team of 4, we were not able to counter a Bastion with a Reinhardt and a Mercy and a Pharah. We were trying to coordinate. We would always get 2 other people on the team. Not saying that they were bad or wouldn't switch, but like we were like switching and trying to do it. It is just overpowered on Xbox One. The problem is that hit scan isn't as effective on the Xbox One. Your aim isn't as fine. Your aim can be really good, but it's just not as fine. If you look at the accuracy numbers on Xbox One versus PC, it's just a different world. It's so much higher. So you have to judge yourself by that when you're playing on the Xbox One, and the accuracy is going to be different. So basically, on Xbox One, especially if you're trying to solo queue or something, if you don't have a full team of 6 and are specifically countering it, it is an issue. Playing against the pharmacy composition. So basically, during my placements, every game I was just getting wrecked by pharmacy and Bastion, being shielded by Reinhardt and stuff. And we tried to counter, and I was Lucio. Can't do a whole lot to counter that as Lucio, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, and I was playing with good players, and this was like platinum/diamond placements. Yeah, it just like I lost my first 4 placement games, I think, or I went like 1 win and 3 losses. And then after that, I did not play competitive again until the Bastion patch was reversed on Xbox One, which was so much later than on the PC. It basically ruined the whole first part of the season, and a lot of people who I played with just stopped playing competitive because every game was Bastion behind Reinhardt and then Pharmacy. And it was just like completely annoying and stupid, and even if you tried to counter it, being the Xbox, it was much harder to counter. The people I was playing with a lot were just not playing competitive as much because it wasn't as fun. The games were lame. It was the same cheesy heroes each time cheesing out. So that's been an issue with the Xbox One. they're behind on patches and stuff like that. Things don't get corrected and fixed nearly as fast. So the fact that Bastion was buffed up to be completely OP was a big issue in like the first month of season 4, and I just didn't play after those first 4 placement games. I was 1-3. And I just basically gave up. I didn't even know if I was going to finish my placements for that season. Once they reverted the Bastion patch and fixed it a bit, I think he's in a good spot. I think Bastion is fine as is right now. He needs good team coordination to work, but I think he's not OP right now. I don't think he's too weak. I really do like him as a character. He doesn't get picked much because Soldier can just kind of do it a little bit better. But pretty much every game on the Xbox had a pharmacy going on. And it, again, was still really, really annoying. So at this point, everybody else, I know, finished their placements and then just kind of stopped playing. And I hadn't finished my placements, and so I had to solo queue to finish my placements. And actually, when I wasn't in a team, I did much better. I think my last 6 games I was 3-3 or something like that, and just because I think because the Bastion wasn't there, my teams were good when I did my first 4 games, so there's no issue with that. Yeah, I finished my placements and I've only played 2 games since then. So basically, I know it's not ruined for everybody. I'm sure Pharah mains and Mercy mains are loving it. But it's just been hard trying to play, and especially in solo queue, to get people to do any sort of a counter on the Xbox One. Nobody's talking on their headsets. I'm running into teams of 4 or 5 that lock 4 or 5 DPS and don't bring a tank or a healer to the table. It's just been really bad, and people who won't counter like a Pharah, they just give up and they just try to play their own game. They stagger in. So anyway, that said, I did post a couple competitive videos recently, and I will post a few more coming up. I probably will play a few games. I would definitely like to maybe play some with Prister and Furry Dragon and those guys some on the weekends. But the last reason why I haven't been playing Season 4 is because if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I am buying, I already bought a house, and I really talked them down on the price, but I'm putting all the money that I talked down on the price into remodeling. So I am doing like tons and tons and tons of remodeling right now at my house. Paint, roof, foundation, electric, plumbing, essentially everything I'm doing in this house. So I really haven't had time to play when the people I like playing with are on. Some other friends on Xbox One, they don't really play competitive. But I am going to do some solo queue. I do hope that for the next season they don't introduce a huge unbalanced patch. I really do hope that they revert the Torbjorn nerf on Xbox One. It's still 30% less damage than on PC. Pardon me. And hopefully things will be looking up for Season 5. Anyway, post your thoughts on Season 4 if you had any of these issues, specifically with Xbox One, and Season 4 on console, and let me know in the comments how you felt about Season 4. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this brief little rant or venting. That's going to be all for now. Spitting Mantis out. Namaste.